Hi everyone, welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today, as you can see, we are unboxing the Doom Eternal Collector's Edition for the PS4. This thing, as you can see, comes with the Doom Slayer helmet. It's going to be so cool. On the side of the box here, it has everything that is included. I'm going to open up some things right now and show you on camera. And then we're going to flip the camera around to the desk, and I'll show you everything all together once we've got it all unboxed. Over on this side, we just have a nice little bit of artwork. And on the back, we have some more awesome artwork that we have been seeing recently. And it also says a little bit of text. Oh, it's already coming undone on me. I've already cut the tape so I can actually open this thing. It says, "Defy heaven, raise hell, be eternal." It says, Hell's armies have invaded Earth, leaving humanity on the brink of extinction. Aided by divine guardians once entrusted to fight against evil, Hell moves to awaken an ancient weapon to carry out the final destruction of mankind. The only thing they fear is you. So, that sounds pretty sweet. On the top it just says Doom Eternal Collector's Edition. Let's slide this thing off and see if there's anything on the actual box inside itself. Not really, there's just a little bit of an embossed marking on there, but that is all there is with that. So, let's flick this thing open and take a look at what we've got on top here. Cool, so, first up we have the Steelbook. Look at that. So cool. I'm going to just go ahead and open this thing up because of the glare on the wrapping. You won't be able to see it very clearly. This is my favourite part of opening any game. Ooh, very nice. So we open it up to see an advert for Fallout 76. What, Wastelanders? Yeah, Wastelanders. Not that we care too much about that. And then we have the inside here. I can't show you that. Is there anything on the back? No. This is the Doom Eternal Deluxe Edition download code. Then we have the Doom Eternal game manual, which is literally one page. So we just have game controls. And honestly, I love when games come with the controls in there. Obviously, it's nice and easy to get controls. Most shooters and everything are the same buttons and everything these days. But it's always nice just to have that little bit extra, especially when you're buying something with a Steelbook. You got the awesome case, and then normally you get nothing in it. So there is the disc. Very nice, but this Steelbook just looks so amazing, so incredible. There's the Doom Slayer right there, and there's all the beasts from hell, all the demons. That looks so cool. Next up, we have the Doom Eternal soundtracks. It's the official soundtracks of Doom and Doom Eternal, although they did mention that the download codes for the Doom Eternal one will actually be slightly delayed. So you can download the soundtrack from Doom, but Doom Eternal will be a little bit later on. So we all got an email basically telling us that, but I can't show you this side of the cassette, which is literally a physical cassette, because that actually has the download code for the soundtracks on it, on side B, but I can show you side A, so you can see there Doom and Doom Eternal soundtracks. That's pretty sweet. I can take that out of the wrapping also. But I'll keep that to one side because I won't be using it much, obviously. I do actually still have my old CD and cassette player, my old radio. So unlike most people that will be buying this thing, I do actually have something that can play this. In fact, we have a few in the house, to be honest with you. I miss cassettes. I love them. So that is awesome. Put that down there once again. So this should be the law book, I'm guessing. Oh, it feels very nice. It feels really soft, almost like the paper's kind of plush. Alright, awesome. Yep, there we have our lore book. So it's just some pictures of characters and stuff from in the game, and some writing and stuff. That's really sweet. And then there's also in the back loads of blank pages. So there's like notes pages if you want to jot things down. I really do miss the days when we used to always get notes pages in the back of like cheat code books and this, that, and the other. So that feels kind of retro-ish. And then we have instructions for the Doomslayer helmet. Nice. So this, I assume, would be the lithograph. Open this up. Ooh, that looks awesome. If I can hold it open, this is really trying to fight against me to roll back up. That looks so cool. And then it is the helmet itself, but it looks like I am going to have to remove this whole thing because this is all part of like one big polystyrene block in here. So I will be right back once I've took this helmet out of the box. And I'm back now that this thing's a little easier to open. So I've taken the top piece of polystyrene off. I thought it would be best to capture the moment that this thing does actually come free of the polystyrene. There's nothing on the bottom there. Let's pull this thing out. Ooh, this looks good. It's got a good weight to it as well. Let's flip this thing up. Wow. Oh, it's even got a bit of soft rubber there as well. So around the edge there, that is soft. So that's obviously going to help with the comfort of wearing it if it's like against your neck or something, and it just, yeah, that is so cool. Wow. That is awesome. Look at the detail on that thing. The green, there's awesome washes on there. You got all the writing and text. You've got weathering in certain spots as well. Man, and that visor too, when there's no light on it, it looks basically black or grey, but then as it starts to light up, you can see it's actually green. And if you look through, you can see the visor is actually green. So that is so awesome, and it's a really good size as well. I do actually have, for scale, this is my motorcycle helmet, so shut the lid. You can see for scale, now it's not going to be as safe as this thing, of course, but imagine trading this thing in for using for the bike. That would be so damn awesome. But obviously this has got all of the you know, protection and stuff inside of it and padding. This is heavier, but I don't even know if I would say it's twice as heavy. I mean, this thing actually does have some pretty decent weight to it. I'm not saying it's heavy, but it's certainly not light, and it certainly does not feel cheap. So if you're worried about like maybe trying to pick one of these up from somewhere, because obviously they would have all sold out because it's a collector's edition, but if you are going to try and pick one of these up second hand from somewhere, or like buy one from eBay, people are probably going to charge a lot for it, but this is actually really good quality. It's made really well, and like I say, it's got some pretty good heft to it, and it's not that far off the weight of a proper motorcycle helmet. So that, and size and everything as well. So if you're worried about sizing and it being like really like too big, look at that. It's literally the same size as my motorcycle helmet. So that's really awesome. So now it's time to figure out how to put this thing on. Just like a lot of respirators and stuff, you know, it's the same kind of harness thing, and it's got padding on the top, which is really important. Sometimes a lot of helmets and work, like building site helmets and stuff, safety helmets, they won't have padding on top, but this one does actually have some padding right there, which is nice, and there's plenty of room above that in the helmet. There's also the adjuster for the back of the head there, which you can hear ratcheting, to tighten up at the back. And we also do have padding around the forehead area, and looks like we have a chin strap as well, which will make it really nice and secure. If you're using it for cosplay and stuff, it will stay exactly where you want it. Now this thing actually does require some batteries because it has some LEDs in here. So I'm going to go and get some batteries real quick. I'll show you where they go, how to fit them, and what it looks like with them turned on. Alright, and we are back. So, to get to the battery compartment, it is in the chin right there. So, we're going to lift up on this piece. It's tabbed in by those 3 tabs. And then we have the on-off switch right there. And that's the battery compartment, so we just got to undo the screw and get into that. Let's pop a couple of these in here. And test it works. Alright, sweet. There we go, the battery cover is back in place. and tighten back up. There we go. So just to show you real quick the difference, so this is off and this is on. You can just about see some LEDs lighting up right there. I'll have to turn these lights off, but it is daylight, so you're probably not going to see all that much. I will post a picture up on Instagram later on, so you'll see it in darkness too. But let me switch off these lights, and then we might just see the difference. Right, there you go, you can kind of see them. So these grills light up here, these front sections light up here, as well as down here. That looks really cool. And then we also have a few lights on the top there as well. That is honestly really awesome. I mean, the helmet in general, just the fact that it lights up, I mean, it's really not much. Obviously, in the dark, you would see it a lot more. It's still a nice touch. It's a nice little addition. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and crack these lights back on here. And I'm going to try this thing on. Now what you can do is you can actually take out the whole harness system. It's held in by some clips, by 4 clips, and you can take it out and adjust it on your head, then put it back inside the helmet, so you don't have to adjust it with the helmet actually on, which is really helpful. So, almost out. There we go. There we are. So this is basically the harness system right here. This is your chin strap, and this is the back. I'm going to adjust this, and I will get back to you once I am done. Okay, there we go. So we've adjusted the top so that fits me. This looks really weird. I feel like I'm wearing some kind of mocap thing. And then you've also got the chin strap on the side, which I guess you can adjust or leave or whatever. I'm not really going to bother with it too much for right now, because that doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and put this thing back inside. So these little clips here on the end is how it attaches back in. So there we go, that's all sorted. Now all that's left is just for me to put this thing on and see how this thing feels. So I've got to adjust the chin strap once it's on. So I've just got it rested out the front there. I'll stick my head in there, and then I'll bring this chin strap around and under and try and tighten that up a bit. And we'll see how it fits. Alright, let's bring that down, clamp it up. Alright, well, it's on, and because you got the chin strap, it does actually hold in place, so I can move just fine. It's not going to shake around on my head because it's securely in place. I can see really well. I have no idea if you can hear me whatsoever, but everything's green, and well, it feels cool, it looks cool, it's not super crazy big. Remember, if you're wearing armor and stuff, it's going to look normal. So yeah, this is absolutely awesome. This kind of thing, for someone with a small head like me, you would expect it to look absolutely insane and, well, just not fit at all. But it looks awesome, it feels awesome. Honestly, it feels like I'm wearing my bike helmet. I am going to take this thing off, just in case you didn't hear a word that I just said. So, let's undo that chin strap. There we go. So there we go. Like I said, if you actually heard what I said at all, basically, I was saying it feels good. It's not too heavy or anything like that. Like I say, it just feels like I'm wearing my my bike helmet, so that is really sweet. It's comfortable, it's warm. It would get hot in there if you were at a convention or something, but obviously you can just take it off after a while. It's got the chin strap, which means not only is it secure around the top of your head, and it's comfortable, which is the main thing. It's really secure because you can put it around there, which means it's not going to wobble at all, which is really important. So not only can this basically fit anyone, because there's plenty of room in there for a big head, it also feels comfortable, and it is going to be secure. Like you saw, I could tilt my head and it wasn't like moving around like a bobblehead or anything. absolutely awesome. This thing is amazing. What am I more excited about? The helmet or the game? Well, as a collector, I'm honestly loving the helmet. And as a motorcycle rider, obviously, that is epic. And also, the steelbook. I love steelbooks. So I think, all in all, Collector's Edition definitely 100% worth it. To all those people that have them coming, or you know, and you haven't got it yet, or you wish that you could have got one, yes, it would have been worth it if you did get one. So now is the time to hang your head in shame that you did not. Honestly, I was expecting this thing to feel lighter, to feel more cheap, maybe to not even fit very well, and to be really loose on my head, and it's not. It's awesome. This isn't a game review, but, you know, obviously I know I'm going to love the game and everything, and that's the main thing here, but, oh, this thing is too good. So there is everything together, guys. The digital content that is in here, by the way, so you get the Rip and Tear pack, which has a couple of awesome things, and then it also includes basically the expansion pass, so you have expansion 1 and 2 that are going to come out within this year, I think. So they will be available to download at some point. You've basically got the season pass for the first 2 expansions at least. And then also, for pre-ordering, you're going to get Doom 64, which is really, really cool. So you can download that also. Obviously, epic cassette tape. If you don't have a cassette player, then you do have the ability to download the soundtracks that are on this thing, so you can still listen to it. So I thought that was a nice touch. Did they really need to include the cassette? Honestly, I like it, because Doom came from the cassette era. You know, it was an amazing, amazing time, amazing vintage game, and great to see that in this collector's edition. Obviously, it cannot go unnoticed and unmentioned. The Doomslayer helmet is comfortable. It's a great weight. You can actually see a lot out of that visor. Just feels really well built and really well worth the money. I'm so happy that I decided to go for this thing. The awesome looking lithograph, which I obviously can't keep unraveled for you right now, it's a bit difficult, and the law book, which will be a really interesting flick through. So yeah, super happy with this collector's edition. It's probably my favorite collector's edition ever, and that is even trumping the Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight and everything. This is so cool. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. For more content from me, you can go ahead and click on the videos on the screen right now, and check out my social media in the links in the description below. For more content, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.